Trojan family, Trojan gang, Mr. Fido Forever's in the building. At USC is trending to land the #1 defensive prospect in the portal. Let's go. Now, I know y'all heard about Jontez Williams visiting USC, right? We the favorite now to land him, so don't let this kid hop back in the portal or stay in the portal and go on more visits. We need to lock this kid down. This kid is elite. Trojan family, let's get into it. You hear me? Now, let me tell you why this kid is elite. Can't nothing deny this kid greatness, right? First, let me start off with his PFF on his team report, right? One of his best performances he had was an 88.2 in the game. That's a top tier metric for a cornerback nationally. His overall grade for the season was cited at 83.5 overall, with an 84.5 cover grade and an elite 87.1 tackle grade. We needed him on the field the other night against TCU. He wouldn't have missed them tackles. These analytic grades show he reliable, consistent, just a baller. Now let's get into what defines his baldness, right? We gonna call his baldness, right? What defines it? Elite coverage ability, right? He only allowed 1 TD on a 19.6 passer rating coverage on 384 snaps in 2024. Multiple picks. He had like 4 of them. Strong pass breakup numbers. That gonna highlight his ball skills, right? ECA, elite coverage ability. Check. His instincts in playmaking. You know what I'm saying? He anticipates routes well and consistently breaks on the ball, shown by his interception streaks and pass breakups. Already was talking about his tackling grade and how we needed it. His tackling and support, excellent tackling for a cornerback, backed up by an elite tackling grade at about like 87.1, right? Baller. And he get the recognition from the national media. Watch list finalist for Jim Thorpe and the Chuck Bednarik Award, right? Only weakness he really have, he suffered a knee injury in 2025, which gonna raise durability questions. You gonna check that out. Make sure he all good. Had a doctor's look at him. His size, he only 5'11". You know what I'm saying? That's slightly undersized compared to NFL and elite college wide receivers, big wide receivers, all that. Balling, though. You feel me? Lack of senior year tape. Injury cut his final season short, so the most recent full season tape is from 2024, right? He could fit in any system. He's a lockdown corner you could put on an island. He is looked at like a nickel/boundary cornerback who can shadow top receivers, right? With full health and a good season, he's guaranteed to be a day 2, day 3 draft candidate thanks to his ball skills and coverage instinct. He actually can go higher too as well. So he gonna fit in that system that gonna emphasize man in zone coverage, versatility, and trusting they cornerbacks in isolation can maximize his strength. That's when he shines. You could put him on the island and he do his thing, and he got strong ground support as well. So bottom line, Jontez Williams is a high impact cornerback that entered the transfer portal and was at USC. We can't let him leave LA without getting a deal. You know what I'm saying? Multiple interceptions, strong tackling, pass breakup, high PFF. Like as a corner, the corners can't hide from the PFF. We don't got to know the play call really to see if you did a great job at corner, right? So put some trust in this grade. Like this kid is really elite. He's really elite, and we need the kid. We need the kid. This on his tackling, and everybody need a lockdown corner. When you got all these great wide receivers, you know we had 2 ourselves. We got a great one in the conference, the unicorn, Jeremiah Smith. Like Nick Marsh might stay in conference. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the playoffs. It's all kind of elite wide receivers. So we gonna need elite DBs. I know we play in a run first conference, but the best teams at the top of the conference, they could run and pass. So just being stout on the run, that ain't gonna be good enough. Now, I'd rather for us to get the top defensive lineman in the portal, but it's early, and I'm hearing we scheduling more visits. I kind of thought we was going to be a little modest in the transfer portal, but from what I'm hearing now, nah, we going to do our thing. We going to do our thing. Like, we going to do our thing in the portal. I just wish we need to get the trenches players in there first. But, hey, when you schedule visits, it's players' availability. Maybe the players in the trenches ain't quite this available this yet, or they just scheduled for a later date. So USC don't let things be known as soon as they do it, right? So I'm pretty sure that Jontez Williams' scheduled visit was being in play. We just didn't know until like the other day, right? But I'm pretty sure it been in play. So we gonna find out more. And I like how we big game hunting. I feel like in the past we bargain shop in the portal, got a lot of players with potential, right? That ain't proven, and try to get them for a cheap deal, right? I feel like we was bargain shopping in the portal in previous years. Going after one of the top wide receivers in Cameron Coleman and the top DB in the portal shows we ain't playing. And USCJ already showed y'all the defensive lineman from Clemson, Green. Now Green, he slash production and potential, right? His production is modest. It's okay. I think Green, I think he had like 18 tackles, 19 tackles. Ain't that bad for a defensive tackle, right? But his potential is even higher. He will be a semi-project, not really, but kind of like, right? So USC, we big game hunting. We ain't looking at North Dakota State players and players like that. We getting players in Power 4 conferences and saying, come on, let's go. So I like the mindset, and I like that we big game hunting. That was my fear, that we would try to supplement this roster, try to find sleepers, you know what I'm saying? But now we going after the big fish with production and high PFF grade. So what y'all think? We predicted Pete Nakos. Pete Nakos about like 90% of his predictions, y'all. So I'm excited about this one. Add him into a young DB room that's already uber talented, right? Tristan Castro, dudes like that. Chasen Johnson. Add this kid with that freshman class. Future looking bright, and this kid will be a good kid for our freshman DBs and our younger DBs to study and learn under. You hear me? So what y'all think about Jontez Williams being predicted to land at big USC? Let's get this portal thing cracking. It's really like day one, day 2 in the portal. Let's go, Trojan family. I'm out this time.